Hi, I'm Kevin with eatdrinkgamecommunity, and it was about 5 years ago that I first picked up the game ICECOOL, a light dexterity game that I bought to play with my daughter. It was about 5 years old at the time, and just something I thought her and I could really enjoy as she got older. Well, about 2.5 years back, I backed another game by Brewing, a game I thought maybe at the time was going to be, a little out of her skill level, maybe a little bit harder to comprehend. But she's about 10 years old now, and I'm thinking it's about time Iron Force showed up for her and I to enjoy. Let's get this unboxed today. Let's have some fun. I'll be right back. Alright, so Iron Force, like I said, I backed this a little over 2.5 years ago, and I was thinking, was this game really gonna live up to the hype once I got it in? I know this was kind of a niche Kickstarter. This is a limited run, so this might be kind of hard to find out there. But I figured, like I said, I think this would be a great game for my daughter and I to probably enjoy now. But I also kind of thought it was a game that, you might have some fun, barbecue days, and, drink a few beers, play this game with, some of your more lighter gamer friends. But I picked this guy up, and it's called Better Late Than Never. This is Hazy IPA. This is more pushed at the fact that the regional brewer Walnut River hadn't made a hazy IPA up until this point, so I figure I'm gonna sip on that as we unbox this. And to be honest, I'm kind of excited about this. I rushed over here once this came in. This is something I want to get unboxed. It is around the holidays, so I think this is gonna be a really fun one for her and I to get into. So I'm gonna get this shrink wrap. I also have a few additional add-ons I added on for this campaign. I think the only thing I really didn't pick up was I think they had ICECOOL too. I think that kind of just makes your ICECOOL experience a little bit bigger. There's a different layout as far as kind of the artwork and stuff goes. And then also, I believe there's just different colors. If I'm wrong about that, definitely let me know in the comments. But that was kind of my thought as far as getting ICECOOL too. I figured once we had this in, at some point this would probably replace ICECOOL in my collection. Don't tell her that. She might be a little irritated, but I really liking the art on this box. It's pretty solid. I definitely more adult artwork than maybe ICECOOL, but says it's in the ICECOOL universe. I believe Brian Gomez, same designer that did ICECOOL. We're gonna go ahead and get this opened up here. So, set that guy over there. About the same box size. Yeah. So I mean, you might be able to do some silly stuff. I'm always down for some silly stuff. So, there's some information on the side of the box. Founders of Iron Force. I believe this has got everybody's. I don't know. Everybody's name that backed. I'd have to keep going around the thing. Let's see. I don't know. I'll have to go through there and see if that's what they did for this campaign. But that would be pretty cool. Anybody that was involved, I don't know. But let's keep seeing what's in this box. So we got before your first setup, there is a sticker sheet. I believe that may be just to mark the bottom of the boxes. Label the back of the boxes with numbers as seen in step 1. And step 2 on the right. So I do believe, and we'll get into this, I think some of the delay on this one, because this was quite delayed, was they did change these risers, made them way more artistic than I believe what they put in the original campaign. If you're unfamiliar with anything about this game, it is a double 2-story version of ICECOOL with a lot more rules, a lot more ways to play. So like I said, we'll get into that, but here's the top. One of the box is the game if you're unfamiliar with ICECOOL. But we got some packaged risers in here, and we'll put those off to the side. I will get this set up. Another cool thing is having a double layer board. You're gonna have a way to propel your mechs or your I'm trying to remember what the faction names are. Oh well, we do have a little bit of a problem. Already. Keen eye. I don't know if I don't know. We'll have to probably contact somebody, but we got all kinds of board pieces going on. And then what I just kind of saw here's all of our instructions. But I definitely have a damaged board. That is unfortunate. So we'll have to see what they can do about that. But yeah, it's kind of de-lammed and unsure which one this one is, but not cool. Not cool. Not ICECOOL at least. So then let's get into what's on the bottom. Looks like maybe more of our mech components here. But I think maybe we'll just take everything out of the boxes. Get everything out of these boxes first. See how that goes. Definitely a little bummed on the damage, because, you know, kind of like to play a game right when I get it, but hopefully they can replace some of these components, because that would be pretty frustrating on something you waited, you know, like I said, 2 years and 7 months to get in. But so these will basically come apart, and we will check these for damage. I think that one was just packed not in a great way, so that's probably a part of it, but the rest of them look pretty good. Pretty good. We'll try to get some of these put together so you can kind of see how the game goes together. But yeah, that's a no bueno. I'll move some of this stuff to the side. Let's take a sip and get this off the table. Like I said, this is their first Hazy IPA. Walnut over here, and it is solid. Not too hoppy. Not really too fruity either. Definitely a combination of hop notes. Let's try to get some of this assembled, and we'll get into the mechs. Well, let's get into the small box first. Tons of boxes everywhere. Let's see what we got right here inside this box. So this box is going to have most of our components, I believe. We have these, I believe this was an additional add-on. Little module with these little bombs and these little, like, cases. Some dice. They're going to have different objectives you can do with them. They look pretty good. And then our mechs, which feel pretty heavy. Mechs and animal. See how those flick. And then a couple extra springs. That said, I'll go ahead and say this. I did pick up an additional launcher, and it also came with 2 additional springs. So I figured this was probably the biggest concern as far as the life of the game goes, is how long these launchers would stick around. Then we got some cards. So I believe these are kind of going to tell us what each mech has its own like special ability. Like I said, a lot more substance to this than ICECOOL. I didn't get the sleeves, probably can't get them now. Like I said, this was a very limited pickup for me. But we have a couple different scenarios to play through. These are the mech cards. We'll go through those here in a minute. But we got some Project Aegis, Misfortune versus Favor, Shutdown Mode, Supply Run, Data Mine, Taking Ground, Establishing a Network, Seismic Activity, The Awakening, and another mech card. I do believe you can also play this solo. We'll have to check the rules on how the other team plays as far as when you're playing by yourself. But then these are going to be little clips and little counters. If you're familiar with ICECOOL, you're picking up fish as you go through the doors. So I'm sure there's going to be something similar to ICECOOL as far as that goes. But I do think we could try to get this board put together. Yeah. I think those cards are for drawing, and these are going to be more for actually how your rules are. So there's an ICECOOL Iron Forest mashup. So I don't know if you need them both, but it looks like there is a board setup with the Iron Forest board and the ICECOOL board. Own little mode. Iron Force is one of the clans, and then you have animal clans for the other one. We got Mecha Ball, which I believe is what that expansion was for. So like I said, it kind of gives you a map setup, and then yeah, kind of the whole scenario rundown. Shutdown. So I believe those are gonna be like maybe draw cards, just kind of giving you an overview of how the game sets up. But you got Setup for Iron Forest, setup for Animal Clans. I believe the board for a lot of these are just going to be the same. So different scenarios. This one is Misfortune versus Favor. So I'm hoping to get some plays on this. I don't know how this is going to like table with cameras and stuff. So I say that very hopeful. Project Aegis. So another scenario. Supply Run. So just kind of gives you the rules, the goals. Data mine. Keep them all the same. And then Taking Ground. So like I said, definitely a lot more ways to play than just one mode, which I believe ICECOOL was that. It was one of those games where it's a little bit of randomness on how you score points as far as the fish. You draw fish cards, and then there's like a boost ability. I don't know. We didn't play with the boost ability for the longest time because my daughter was youngest. She just wanted to flick around and capture fish. Establishing a network. Seismic activity. So interesting. I thought it would just be like one solo scenario. So maybe there's just a setup of how you set these up. But let's move some of this stuff to the side. Some punch outs. Some little, some kind of marker, and then there's more cards. I believe these are like gonna give you special one-time abilities. We'll have to see. But I'm gonna move some of this stuff, and we can go through these mechs real quick and kind of look at the. I don't want to call it like a mini, but it's kind of what it is. So, all right. So we got Chaser, which I'm gonna say is probably this guy. So Chaser, I know he's really hard to see. He's small, but you know that'll be interesting. I don't know how well it's gonna slide on here. Probably gonna slide a little bit better. Yeah, definitely slide better over here. I believe that the other ones had more of a, I don't know, I feel like you could almost push them. I don't know if they're gonna be the same. I know they had to do some testing with the weights and stuff, but we got Drone 3. Just Drone with backwards 3. So Shield should be this guy. So all the red ones. And then Howler, which is this guy. And then we got, I want to say this is 8-bit, but I don't know. B-bit probably. We got Spike. And then Bubo. Yeah, definitely Bubo. Wheel. I got 2 shield cards. Interesting. No? Huh. Lots of questions. Plus, these guys have different symbols. I would assume that. I would assume that these would all be the same. Those are good. Yeah. Shield. And then wheel. Yeah, so those are alright. Those are fine. Okay. I just don't know why I have an extra one. Or did I? Maybe they're out of order and that confused me. I'm going to go with they're out of order and that confused me. Okay, so we got all those checked out. Put these back in here with that. Bag these up temporarily. Probably flick a couple. Definitely feel heavy. Feel heavier than the penguins. And let's try to get some of these boards put together. We go through these cards real quick, but looks like one of those things you're just gonna have to bag once you get them all. Once you get them all out of the shrink. There we go. Here we go. Alright, so activation cards maybe? Unsure. So we got a deck of 2-piece, 3-piece. So looks like same. Maybe different artwork. just different backgrounds. So we got 2 decks of those, and then we got some. I bet this is a solo deck. I'm gonna guess that this is the solo deck. It's got like 2-sided actions on it. Start your turn with your mecha in a box with a, and then collect. So I think it depends on what faction you're playing, but we'll have to check the rule book and see if that's what that is. And then we have different abilities, it looks like. Like this one says, any Iron Force mecha that hits Spike takes damage. So they all have their own special ability. And then I believe these are like your power-up cards. So when you collect those caches, they give you like a one-time benefit, I'm guessing. But I'm going to say that that's a solo deck, which is interesting. I kind of thought maybe that's what they would do, but... Or dice, I don't know. So let's... Hopefully, that's a top-level board, too, so that kind of sucks. Can't just sit it down. 7 game boxes, Animal Clans, Iron Force, 4 Risers, 1 Launcher, 4 Door Clips, 2-sided tokens, 8 mechs, 24 activation cards, 16 power-up cards, 8 mech special ability cards, 16 free-for-all cards. So, teamless game mode. That's interesting. 9 solo mode cards. Did we see those? Because I don't think we did. I didn't see 9 solo mode cards. Interesting. Unless those were the... Ooh. Is that on the back of these? Yeah, I think these are the... Data mine. Box with either... I'm gonna guess these are supposed to be the solo mode cards. Yeah. These are the solo mode cards. I don't know how they work, but there's probably instructions. I hope. And then it's 22 objective markers, 16 dice, 2 bombshells, and 2 loot boxes. Those are both mini expansions. And then getting ready set up. So 1 player game. How many players you got? Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4. So no information on the solo aspect of it. Like I said, I don't know how good that's going to be. Be interesting. But hopefully there's better directions on what those cards have. Other rules, optional rules, suggested order scenarios, setup changes, loot box, free-for-all, during the game, information, mecha special ability, solo mode is right there, opponent activation move, special situations. Seems like it's a pretty good rulebook put together as far as how you get through it, but I won't know until I actually read it. But yeah, I think we should actually put this together. I don't want to put the stickers on yet. We'll do that later. No reason. But let's get some of this stuff out of the way. What is this guy? Oh yeah, stickers. Stickers. Set this up over there. We'll need the risers, but let's hold off on those for a second. The ones with holes in the bottom are going to be the ones that, unfortunately, that one included is going to need some love. I refuse to just take. Somebody sending me a new box, hopefully. Alright, well, let's see how we put this together for the... There's the game setup right there. I don't even know what I'm doing. Alright, so this guy's going in the middle, facing away. We got box 2, which has a big, like... I'm guessing it's this one. Box 2. Okay. Looks good. And then this looks like this is box 1. Nope, it's not. Oh yeah, it's right here. So very similar to how ICECOOL goes together. What's this guy go? This is gonna be, yeah, this guy goes here. And then the last one is right here. So that's how those go together. Everything matches up. Everything matches up. Okay. And then you're going to want to put on the clips, right? Also shows you how to put it back in the box, which I'm thinking that's not the best way to do it anymore. So probably put the smaller box on top. I don't know. That's definitely not a good packaging design if you're going to have damaged components. But we should know that the range of the upper, those are upper boxes, should be more than just these clips, I'm thinking. See what pieces we have. These are the clips for the upper and bottom level. And these are the clips for the inner doors, which mine are jacked. Oh, those clips are right there. They're all in the same. Okay. So I guess should I put this guy together? I believe they go as far out. So you're going to want to try to get these matched up, and then, oh, there's lines. There's grid lines. Okay. So you just do that. Dang, those are tight. Those are tight. Okay. Not even like the good tight, like tight. Concerning tight. Well, let's get this guy on. Cool. I think they go down further, but like I said, those seem... They do feel like they're going to keep the box secure, but... And then, put this guy right here. That one was okay. I don't know. They'll probably work in and loosen in. And then we got these guys. So, they should all face out, I believe. Boom. Like I said, I think this game looks pretty epic as far as when you get it all assembled. We all know I was always going to assemble this to the point where I can flick one of these mechs up onto the top, so that was always in the cards. Yep. But I'm gonna guess I'm not the only one that's got a broken upper. That's just my thought, my opinion. But we need to put these guys together and see how this transforms. I believe these guys need to go inside. Yep. And those didn't really have a problem. I don't know if I'm going to put them both, all four of them in. Might as well. I got them. It looks like an extensive setup, but I feel like I've played like between Andromeda's Edge lately and Tidal Blades Part 2, like those things take much longer to set up, so. And then risers. Guess we put these on first, or cool. Probably should have put them on before, but cool. dot in the middle. Yeah, they're adjustable. Huh. Probably need to go further in. He looks middle. What are they saying on these? They're about in the middle. That one's about in the middle. I feel like once you've done this, it'll be fine, but... yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you snap these little pieces in, but I guess maybe they're not... they look like they might be leaning out a little bit, so maybe that's part of the problem. Just feels off. Like I'm doing something obviously wrong. Whatever it is, I'm not seeing it. These guys don't go like that. It's definitely turned. I'm thinking I just don't have them. Interesting. Oh, you can kind of turn these. Okay. That'll help. That'll help. So let's get these like symmetrical. Like this guy needs probably turn quite a bit. And this guy needs more like that. There we go. That'll just get him a little turn in the base. Should fix the problem. Let's grab these out before we try to snap these in again. Okay. Much closer. I still feel like this guy needs to come in though. Okay. Last one. Like I said, I think it's gonna go a little. Like I said, I think this will go a little smoother once you've done it a few times. I don't think those need to be quite as far out as they are, but that is very much how this goes. Quite massive, at least in a vertical sense. But yeah, you're gonna have objective counters, and guess you're first, buddy. And then these guys just go up in here and need a little bit more than that. I'm assuming these are tuned for. Oh yeah. Well, we got to do at least a couple. Just, you know, that was a bit of a pain to. Oh yeah. So yeah, you're gonna be able to flick them around. You know, drop them down through the hole, go through and. Well, let's go through this door. Missed it. See if I can. More of a standing up flicker guy, like dexterity wise, but you know, flick him through paths, and that's pretty much give me the game with a bunch of little objectives, mini games, and that's not all I have though. So I got a couple more things to look at real quick. You know, it's just gonna have to stay. It's gonna have to stay. I'm gonna move to the side. That was a lot of work. So cheers to me. Cheers to you guys for watching. There we go. That looks cool. But yeah, I got 2 little expansions for ICECOOL. I don't. I'm assuming you can probably implement these somehow with Iron Force. But this one is the Pawclaw mini expansion. I don't know why there's 2. And it just gives you a little bit of a additional way to play ICECOOL. It's got a honeycomb tokens and a Pawclaw miniature, which is in here. Makes sense to be gray. I don't think they use the gray color in ICECOOL, but yeah, we got that. And then that doesn't look like 7. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't look like 7. So 7 honeycomb crisps. Oh, those things are thin. Okay, those are some thin PVC. Like I said, I think this was like just a couple bucks to get them both. So it's like, why not? I'm not gonna have another opportunity, and maybe we'll play, you know, a few more games of ICECOOL with the new stuff as we're settling into Iron Forest. But yeah, little mini expansion for that, and then I don't know what the difference is going to be between this one and the other one. But this one is the Emperor expansion. So you're going to get 1 Emperor miniature and then 7 snowflake tokens. So it looks like it's a little bit different of a mode as far as the Pawclaw and the Emperor set up a little different. You're doing different stuff. So, you know, just something a little fun to refresh ICECOOL. If I ever do decide to get rid of ICECOOL, I will definitely be hooking somebody up with these mini expansions in the future, especially any of you guys that got kids. So that is that. So yeah, extra springs. They knew these were going to wear out eventually, but you know, that's why I planned ahead and got some additional launcher. I'm gonna need those on the way through. And then yeah, this was the little mini expansion for the bombs and that. So, but yeah, Iron Force, Brewing Games. I am excited to get it in. I know, like, a lot of times people will back stuff, you know, 2.5 years later, get something in and be like, why did I back this? This looks quite cool. I think quite ICECOOL. I think my daughter's gonna like it. I think we're gonna have to check this out over the holiday period, get a bunch of games in, and let you know. I'm guessing that this will still be semi-playable, even with, I mean, there's legit damage on that box. Like, there's a spot, like, that will change the way it plays. So I'll definitely have to hit up Brain Games, let them know about that, see what they can do for me. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you enjoyed this, definitely give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed already, do that. And you know, if you're not on the Discord and you have a Discord, you should be on the Discord. So there's your invite. That's definitely going to be in the information of this video. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one. Much love.